Hey guys, it's Kevin again. This can be another classic movie review for you guys. This time reviewing to the 1993 drama movie classic, What's Eating Gilbert Grape. And this was a movie that I was really looking forward to because one, it was of course a very big movie like during the Oscars, but two, it's Leonardo DiCaprio's first theatrical performance, like his very first big theatrical performance is in this movie. And yeah, so it's in this movie, and that's a big deal, of course. And of course, it also has Johnny Depp, and it just has a very good cast. And I was really looking forward to seeing how this movie would be because it was a very good movie. I've also heard it's one of the, it's a very sad movie too, but it's a very good movie, and it's one of Johnny Depp's best performances. And overall, what I think of Whats Eating Gilbert Grape, I love this movie. I loved it. I got really into the story. I really liked the family. And I really love this movie overall. So, let's just talk about this movie. This movie is basically focuses on this guy, Gilbert Grape, played by Johnny Depp, who he has one of the most challenging lives I think I've ever seen. He has a struggling family, like his brother, of course, his brother Arnie, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, for example, he is mentally handicapped, and he's close to dying, because in the beginning of the movie, he says he's probably going to die at 18, and his 18th birthday is soon, so he's going to die soon, but he cares very much for him, and he kind of has to be the father figure, because their father has just committed suicide. You have his mother, Betty, who is very, very obese. You know, she hasn't left her house in 7 years because of her husband's death, and so they're caring for her. You have his sisters, who are working extremely hard to provide, like, cooking and things like that, and they have no time for fun. But then he also has this girl, Becky, who really wants him to open up a new life for him, and really wants him to sort of change things and make it better for himself, and that's pretty much what What's Eating Gilbert Grape is about. It's about him, his family life, and now this new girl who he likes more. What life is he going to choose? And that's basically what What's Eating Gilbert Grape is about. And I thought it was a very good plot, and I really enjoyed this movie a lot. And one of the great things that this movie did was it was filmed in Texas, which was good because the movie takes place in Texas, and it was filmed there. So that's very good as well. No, I have, and I believe it's based on a book. I have not read the book. But I would like to read the book because I like Johnny Depp's narration in the film. Let's get to the acting in this movie. The acting in this movie is incredible. Oh my god, the acting is so good. Johnny Depp as Gilbert Grape. Wow. He is so good in this role. This is by far one of my favorite performances from Johnny Depp. I don't know if this is my favorite performance by him because, you know, he's done some other really great movies. But this is by far one of my favorite performances by him. His narration in the movie in the beginning is great. His love for his family is amazing. Like, his brother is mentally handicapped and mentally retarded, and for some people, if they had a brother like that, they'd be really upset with him. Like, his one sister, Ellen, is constantly annoyed, and that's just because of the way their family is. But of course, his mother, his love for his family was so genuine and so touching that I loved his family because you loved his family because he loved his family. And I just thought there was a very good aspect of the movie, that the love that he had for his family was so powerful. That's one of my favorite parts of the entire movie, is the love he had for his family. He was so good in this role. Also, when he had some really great lines as well, and he just gave a really, really great performance, in my opinion. He was awesome. Juliette Lewis as Becky. She kind of plays this girl who is this new girl who's, I believe, is his neighbor. She moves across from, they kind of talk a little bit, and she talks to him about some certain things, like the conversation about a sunset. I thought she did a really good job in that. I think my favorite scene with her, though, was that one scene in the very beginning where they're getting to know each other, and she's talking to him about, like, how beautiful a sunset is and things like that, and he goes to meet her family. That was probably my favorite scene with her, and I thought she did a great job in the movie, and she was really good. She sort of was like she sort of was like more of a mother to Arnie than, than his own mother was. And it wasn't that his mother, and let's get to the best part of this movie. By far, the best part in this movie is Leonardo DiCaprio as Arnie. Oh my god. Now, let me just say something. Because this was Leonardo DiCaprio's first movie, he was actually nominated for an Oscar for this movie. Now, apparently, when he was at the Oscars for this movie, this woman was interviewing him during, like the red carpet and things and stuff like that. And she was so surprised that he is normal, that he talks normal in real life. And the thing is, that's because he gives such a believable performance, you really think he would have some sort of like mental disease, because because his performance is so believable that you would think that it's real. You wouldn't think that he's faking it, and that's just how good Leonardo DiCaprio is. He gets so into his roles. He gets, really, really into the role he plays. He was really hands-on with this movie. He just did an amazing job, and I thought he was really, really great with this movie, and he's by far the best part of this movie. I really cared for Arnie, you really loved Arnie, you loved his character, you loved the relationship between him and Gilbert. Like, their relationship is amazing, and he was just amazing in the movie. Like, his reactions to things, wow, he was great. Mary Steenburgen as Betty. Now, she is, of course, the mother. Actually, no, she is, this girl that Gilbert's kind of in, like, an affair with, which I thought she was good. But the only other person I think I'll talk about is Darlene Cates as Bonnie. Oh my god, she was amazing. I mean, you could tell that she really wanted to have a better life. Like, you could tell that she wanted to have a better life for herself. You could tell that this was not the life that she wanted. But you could also tell that she was basically broken from her husband's suicide, that she didn't know what else to do. She was so upset by that. And so, yeah, that was a very sad thing, and she gave a really good performance, and I really enjoyed her performance in the movie. Now, the other thing I'll talk about in this movie is, of course, the acting was very good. The directing was also very good in this movie. The director of this movie is Lasse Hallström. Very good job in this movie. He did a very good job portraying this movie. And the movie, it can be sad, but it's also very uplifting. I would say that. I'll say it's very uplifting, and I'll say that about the movie. Now, let's get to the spoilers in the movie. If you guys have not seen What's Eating Gilbert Grape, I do want to give a few spoilers, and yeah. Alright, so this movie, I'm just gonna warn you guys, it will make you cry because of the spoilers. Like, if you guys know why this movie will make you cry, and that's because, of course, the ending, when their mother climbs the stairs when Bonnie finally climbs the stairs for her first time in her life. She's this huge woman because she's so obese and she hasn't left the house in all this time, and all she does is sit on the couch and watch TV. She climbs the stairs, and that kind of makes her very weak, and she dies in her sleep. And, of course, Arnie goes in and sees her there. And I think the part that really made me cry was not Arnie's reaction, but them burning down the house. It was kind of like, that made me cry because it kind of just made me feel like, okay, they're closing a chapter in their life and they're moving on to somewhere else. And I just thought that was actually a very good ending. Now, let's just talk about the ending of the movie. The ending of the movie is not necessarily a happy ending. It's more of an uplifting ending. More like things are going to get better for them, because, Arnie and Gilbert, they're going to live with, they've gone to live now with Becky, with Becky, they're living with Becky now. Amy got a job offer for a bakery. Ellen switched schools. Everything's really, going up for them. Like, it's more uplifting for them. It's getting better, basically, for them, and that's basically what the ending is. But, the other thing that made me cry was thinking when he said it's Arnie's 18th birthday, because it makes me think that because the movie basically makes you think he only has a few years left, and that's going to be, like, he's going to spend the best moments of his life with Gilbert, which is really sad. And just the movie, it really did make me cry at the end, because it was a really powerful film. And I'll say that, if you guys are very sensitive with movies like I am, you get really into movies like I do, you will cry in this movie. And I cried in this movie because it was just such a powerful movie. It was one of those movies that you have to cry at the end. It was so powerful, and I just thought it was probably one of the most powerful movies I've seen in a long time, and I really enjoyed that about the movie, which was how powerful this movie is. Yeah, sorry, I got tongue-tied for a second there. But, this movie was just so, so good. I absolutely love this movie. And the other thing that I must say about the movie that was definitely very, very well done, definitely very well done, was where we were. You could tell we were in the South. The movie showed you we were in the South. You could tell we were in this this little house for a lot of the movie. The movie's very claustrophobic as well. Like, any of the scenes where you're in a house, it's just, like, very dark, very, crowded. Not a place you would want to live. Like, that house they live in is not a place you would want to live, because, like, that's where they've lived for the past 7 years, and, you know, it's gotten to the point where the two sisters have had to cook for everyone. They've had to do basically everything because the mom is just too weak, and it's just really, really sad that that happened. But yeah, and I just think it's really great about the movie, and I really, really enjoyed the movie. Also, oh, the spoilers. The other part that really made me cry was when Arnie was, caught on the watchtower again, and then he was sent to a, sent to be taken away to, like, jail or whatever. Where was he taken to? He was arrested. It was really, really sad because, like, he was just even though he was 18, in his mind, he's just a kid who didn't know any better, and it's really sad because, like, I was wondering what was going to happen with that, because I knew they said if that happens again, you know, there's going to be consequences, and of course I forgot about that in the movie, and then when they came, I'm like, okay, that's a consequence, and I got really sad at that part, and I thought that was a very powerful ending. I really enjoyed the ending of this movie, as you know, very powerful scene, and just the whole movie was very, very powerful. It's a movie that definitely sticks with you, and really the movie is trying to say that your life gets better. You know, I think that that's what the movie's kind of trying to say, because the movie really is at hand a sad movie. However, at the end, it does get better for them, and it's trying to show you that if you have something bad happen in your life, it will get better for you, and I really do love that about the movie, and I think that's great about the movie. Alright, so that's my review of What's Eating Gilbert Grape. Let me know what you guys saw this movie. I personally really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was a very powerful film, and I really loved it. That's my review. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next video, which will be for either another classic movie review or for the series, the season premiere of the final season of Wilfred. So I'll see you guys for that. Okay, bye.